Turning 40 and traveling solo feels like the ultimate big girl move, and nothing says take care of Big B like starting my day at the spa. And at this point, finding luxury cafes is my superpower, and Cafe Dior did not disappoint. It's definitely where luxury meets latte. Then I made my way to Gyeongbokgung, and yes, I hit the dance, and one of the highlights of the day was stumbling upon this Hanbok Expo. A hanbok is Korea's traditional clothing, and seeing the colors, the fabrics, and the designs close up was just breathtaking. Each one told a story. It was elegant, it was regal, and it was truly a work of art. It felt like stepping into history while celebrating Korean culture in the most beautiful way. And some of the designs were in like a design competition, and they were just so cool just to see the different styles. After that, I headed to the Starfield Library, where it's one of the most stunning libraries I've ever seen. And I know you've heard of 31 flavors, but what about 100 flavors? This Baskin Robbins had 100 flavors of ice cream, and you know I had to try one. And to end the night, I found the coolest Korean fried chicken speakeasy, crispy, flavorful, and hands down a 10 out of 10. The perfect ending to day 4. Good morning, beauties. It is day 5. We are almost at the end of the road, but we are going to enjoy this last full day in Seoul, South Korea. Super excited. We just left the Onion Breakfast Cafe. It was really good. The environment was really relaxing. It was just a really good way to start off the day. So I'm super glad that I went there first. So now we're about to go to the palace so that we can see the really cool exchanging of the guards. And I can't explain it, but you'll see once we get there what that is like. But I'm super excited to go. I'm super happy that it's not really sunny today because, girl, we need this skin treatment to last and to not give us a problem. Okay, I don't know if I am going to take a taxi. I don't know if I should take a taxi. I don't know if I'm going to walk. I don't know if I am in walking distance. I think I'm in walking distance, but I don't know exactly which direction to go in. So, anyways, we're gonna figure that out. And then for the remainder of the day, after we leave the palace, we're going to do some souvenir shopping for the kiddos. One of my friends requested a postcard, so I'm going to try to find that. And after that, I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll see. We can do whatever we want to do still, okay? Because we still have a full day, and then we have a half a day tomorrow, and then that'll be that. So, all right, let's go ahead and go to the palace, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Okay, you guys, we are leaving the palace. I'm sitting here waiting for my Uber to arrive, and we're gonna go get some souvenirs from the Korean souvenir center because I didn't want to walk back through like markets and things like that. I just wanted to go specifically to the souvenirs. So that's where I'm going. I'm going to the souvenirs and hopefully I can find something that everybody likes there. And I'm going to head back to the hotel. Oh, Lord, he still got 5 minutes. Okay. So, anyways, I'm going to go back to the hotel and just kind of relax a little bit. I think I'm going to have Korean barbecue tonight. I'm not hungry at all because the Onion Cafe really filled me up a lot. So it was really good, by the way. The palace was cute and it was a lot of walking. And I think ever since I got the micro needling, it has made me feel like very fatigued. So I need to see if that's some of the symptoms because anytime I'm like out in the sun, I feel super fatigued. So I think that might have a little bit with the microneedling, and I'm drinking water. I'm staying hydrated, of course, but I'm having to get some more water when I get to the souvenir center. And I wish I probably should have had a hat on today, but it's not super sunny, but that doesn't mean that you're not getting affected by the sun rays. I do have sunscreen on, but that was at 1 o'clock, and it is, girl, I don't even know what time it is. But anyways, I'll have to go after this. I'm going inside anyways to chill so that I can go and pack my stuff for tomorrow. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a minute. Make sure you visit Off Beauty when you come to Korea because they definitely have really good prices on Korean skincare and makeup. It is in Insadong, I think I'm saying that right. So make sure you come here before you go to Olive Young. Good morning, beauties. Welcome to day 6, our last and final day in Seoul, Korea. Oh my gosh, for my 40th birthday. This trip, you guys, has been truly one for the books. It really, really has. I've enjoyed myself since being here. I mean, as you guys know, my husband sent me here on this amazing self-care mommy solo trip. Okay, and I really truly cannot thank him enough because this has been a life-changing trip. I've never traveled outside of the country by myself. And as far as I have been solo from my family has been like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours max on the train. So I would still be in Japan, you know. So traveling to another country, getting on the plane by myself and just navigating a different country alone. Oh my goodness. It was definitely life-changing. It's something that I feel like I could do again, you know, for sure. And I do like traveling with people, but I wanted to do something different for myself for my 40th birthday. And this was definitely different. You know, typically having a big birthday bash where there's everybody there to celebrate you is, you know, how most people celebrate their birthday when you hit milestones 16, 21, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60, you know. With us being military and us being stationed in Japan, we just don't have that opportunity. So, you know, doing this was like the best thing for me. You know, I was able to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. If plans changed, then I was the only one that had to deal with the, you know, the effects of and the feelings of plans changing. You know what I mean? So when you're with a lot of people, and not to say that anything is wrong with traveling with people, because that is amazing too. But I'm just trying to give you the pros and the cons of traveling solo. One of the pros of traveling solo is if things change, you don't have to really worry about your feelings and the other person's feelings that you're with and trying to, navigate that. You just have to just fix yourself and be like, okay, well, plans have changed and we move on. We move on. So, like I said, this has been a great trip. I will never forget this. I will never forget this trip. It has really been eye-opening in a lot of ways. Like I've had a lot of epiphanies while I've been here, which is so strange because like I guess that's what not really solitude, but like time away from your family makes you more grateful for them. I'm like, wow, I really am in a great place in life. I really am in a good spot. Like, God has blessed me with an amazing husband. We have 3 amazing children. And oftentimes, I allow the woes of motherhood to just really get me down. I allow the day-to-day woes of raising children and being a military spouse to really affect me and get me down. And it's moments like this where I just get to recharge and get an opportunity to take a step back to see that my life it isn't a struggle. It's a blessing, and sometimes there are hard moments, even when you are blessed. Even when you're blessed, it doesn't mean that it's going to feel good all the time. And that's one thing I have to tell myself. Like, even if something is hard, it still can be a blessing. Even if something is giving you trouble, problems, it still can be a blessing. Well, one of the things I heard a pastor say, I don't want to pastor drop, I don't want to name drop here, but he said that, you can't have a blessing without the burden. And a lot of times you want the blessing without the burden. You don't want the burden that comes along with the blessing, but you don't get that. It's going to be, you buy that big house, there's going to be a burden that comes along with buying a big house. You have a big house, that's a blessing. But there are things that come along with having a big home that feels stressful at times. So that's just one example. So, but anyways, you guys, I'm going to go down for breakfast and eat and pack, and I'm going to check out of the hotel, get on the train and fly back to Japan. It's only going to take me about 2.5 hours to get there. And then tomorrow is my actual birthday, and I'll be spending that with my family. My husband and I are going to Nobu in Tokyo. Super excited about that. He's just really spoiling me for my 40th. I am just gagged, and I just feel like, what did I do to deserve this? What? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get back to my babies. I am. I'm really excited to see them, and they're excited to see me. And so, yeah, I don't have much more time on my SD card. We have used 4 hours, okay, of memory. Okay, so we have lots and lots and lots of footage. So if you came to the end of this vlog, thank you so much for rocking with me in Seoul, South Korea for my 40th birthday for this amazing mommy solo trip. I appreciate you. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to Become a Beauty, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because over here we are shining light on self-care while embracing the journey of motherhood, okay? And make sure that you hit the notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And if you haven't watched the last vlog where we start off the solo trip in Seoul, make sure you go back and watch that vlog as well to get all caught up. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye, beautiful.